Madden holiday is here and we will play all night. Calling sick and sound sincere, in tackles will delight. The fridge is packed with drink and meat, the taste of victory sure is sweet.
So, here we are, the Super Bowl, and if you can't tell from the tone of my voice, I'm not particularly enthused about it. We'll get into that a little bit later, though, as we have to move on to some of the big league news. All of the head coaching vacancies are now filled, with Seattle hiring Mike Macdonald and the Washington Commanders hiring Dan Quinn. So at this point, we're now moving on to the coordinator positions being filled, and there's just not too much newsworthy there, except, of course, that Cliff Kingsbury is replacing Eric Bieniemy in Washington. Admittedly, I am on kind of a mixed bag about this, so I can certainly appreciate that Bieniemy has gotten a raw deal again. He's interviewed for multiple head coaching positions. He's always a hot candidate, but he never seems to break through, and this is maybe just another case of that. At the same time, the Washington Commanders' offense stunk last year. It definitely didn't do much to help his case when you take over a team and they're arguably even worse than they were the year before. So maybe Cliff Kingsbury can help, especially if you're bringing in a new coach. Generally, when a new head coach takes over, they don't retain the assistants from the previous staff. And again, if you're looking to remake the quarterback position with a Caleb Williams or Drake May or whoever, yeah, it probably makes a bit more sense to get a different offensive coordinator in. Other than that, there's not really much else. I mean, the NFL Honors Show is this Saturday, but the only reason I really watch that is for the Pro Football Hall of Fame announcements, most of which wind up getting leaked before the show even airs, so why is it even part of the program at this point? I just wish they did a big, Pro Football Hall of Fame knock on the door special on YouTube and then condensed it down for the awards show. It would make more sense, it would be more timely, and at least then, things don't get blabbed an hour beforehand. Anyway, let's move on to previewing Super Bowl 58.
Who has the latest movies in town? Who has the biggest selection? Who has the best prices? The answer is Home Video with 9 Bay Area stores. And because we want you to be our movie customer, we're offering money-saving deals on brand-name video recorders and video disc players. So shop Home Video with the largest inventory of movies and money-saving deals on video equipment. Head for home now. San Francisco has 2 locations. Home Video in the East Bay in Hayward, Oakland, and Berkeley, on the peninsula in San Carlos, Woodside, and Palo Alto.
You play Monopoly? Then you know me. Well, now you can win 100,000 real dollars in the Pepsi-Cola Monopoly game. Go directly to bottles of Pepsi-Cola products marked Go. Collect caps that complete a Monopoly color group like
Boardwalk
and Park Place. And you can win up to $1,000.
I won!
And get a chance to win $100,000. Win real money in the Pepsi-Cola Monopoly game.
Discover Crisp. Crisp as you've never known it.
New Crisp Fix is crispy times 2.
One side holds the crunch of corn, the other the crackle of rice.
New Crisp Fix is crispy times 2.
2 great grains, 2 crisp crunches for one wonderful taste. Crisp Fix cereal could only come from Kellogg's.
Only Crisp Fix is crispy times 2.
Tomorrow, something special on ABC. First, the Washington Redskins, the San Francisco 49ers, Monday Night Football. Then, the season premiere of MacGyver.
You got a gun, things happen, people die. Nobody's gonna get killed.
Kids, guns, drugs. A lethal combination.
They're coming. Go find us a way out of here.
The season premiere
Hey.
of MacGyver after football tomorrow.
So, yeah, as I indicated earlier, I'm not exactly worked up too much about this year's Super Bowl. And yeah, I mean, a part of it's probably Kansas City Chiefs fatigue. I mean, I really just don't like it when a team sleepwalks through the season and then just magically turns things on at the right time to get hot. And don't tell me they didn't sleepwalk through this season. Go back and look at the game against the Raiders, the game against the Packers, the game against the Eagles, the game against the Broncos. I mean, heck, even the game against the Jets, a game they won, they still looked lazy. They didn't look at all like a dominant dynasty should be looking. And like I said, I just don't like it that they can magically flip the switch and turn things on and suddenly look like a dominant team again. That just reeks of laziness to me. On the field, Kansas City is definitely being led more by their defense this time around, not so much through sacking the quarterback or things like that, but rather through things like tipped passes and causing turnovers. Their run defense is kind of suspicious to me, but that could just be because so many teams keep abandoning the run against them. Offensively, Kansas City is doing just enough to win. I mean, again, look at their games against Buffalo and Baltimore. I mean, the last two playoff games, And, yeah, like, the offense was kind of on and off throughout the whole game there. The San Francisco 49ers I'm mostly okay with. I mean, they definitely had the more entertaining playoff games with their comebacks against both Green Bay and Detroit. And Brock Purdy is making enough plays, and Christian McCaffrey is contributing enough. Again, though, their main question kind of comes down to their defense and its effectiveness. I mean, they make great plays, they just don't seem to make them very consistently, especially against the run. And unlike Detroit, I don't think spotting their opponent a 17-point lead is necessarily going to pay off with a big comeback this time around. In the end, I've learned my lesson. I picked against the Chiefs in the divisional round. I picked against them in the conference championship. It ain't happening again. I'm not falling for this crap anymore. The Chiefs are in all likelihood going to win Super Bowl 58, and they're probably going to do it rather significantly, like more than 14 points. I don't see this being that close, unfortunately. Patrick Mahomes will likely be the MVP again. I know. But yeah, unless, like, say, Isaiah Pacheco or maybe Chris Jones or someone makes some bigger, spectacular splash plays, I just don't see it panning out unless it's going to be another quarterback MVP. Again, I hope I'm wrong. I hope San Francisco can at least put up a good effort, but I just don't see it happening. I've learned my lesson. I saw it happen with Baltimore. I saw it happen with Buffalo. No more. I'm not falling for it. So yeah, Kansas City is going to win and probably win big.
I've got this delicious dilemma. I've always loved my Doritos tortilla chips. I just love them. But now there's another Doritos I love too. Extra crispy Doritos. That same great Doritos taste, but different. So what makes extra crispy so extra crispy? Well, they start out thinner and then they're toasted to a crisp. So what's my delicious dilemma? Well, should I crunch or should I crisp?
Extra crispy Doritos tortilla chips. They're crisp.
Throughout the universe, fast food places serve the same thing for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Dinner? Burger.
Oh. But not at Jack in the Box. We serve real dinners like tender ocean shrimp.
Lunch? Burger.
We have meal-sized salads, not just burgers.
Breakfast? Burger.
Jack in the Box has crescent breakfasts on a croissant. Serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and people come from all over. They're here.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner at Jack in the Box. There's no comparison.
IBM presents You Make the Call. Randy Wright of the Packers hands off to Gary Ellis, who switches hands on the ball in order to straight arm a Viking defender with an open left hand to the face mask. Now, you make the call. Is this a legal action by Ellis?
I just proposed additional IBM PS2s.
Oh, really?
You want to know why?
Do I want to know why?
Go on, ask me why.
Why?
Compatibility.
I love compatibility.
PS2s can run the programs we run on these old PCs, which means we can keep using the software we've already got. Are you following all
I'm
that?
hanging on every word.
Not to mention the PS2's increased speed and superior graphics.
Not to mention advanced OS2 capabilities.
Were you listening outside the door? Was he listening outside the door?
For a ball carrier to straight arm an opponent with his open hand, even if that open hand contacts the face mask.
Okay, so right now, here's what the future holds for Ramblings with Madden. There will be more Ramblings with Madden utilizing footage from Madden 24. We're not going to take a big break like we did last time. No, I'm not planning on covering the UFL. That's the new spring league that is the result of the merger between the XFL and the USFL. I'll probably just talk about big news, free agency, the NFL draft, the schedule announcement, or something like that. I mean, again, if you saw my last video, I talked about, I made all these thumbnails for the weekly previews, and it's like, yeah, obviously I wasn't able to get through those, and so we're only at, I want to say 9th. I mean, I made 18 of them, so yeah, I'd like to at least try to make it through most of them before we get around to next year, but yeah. At least that's the plan for now. Going into next season with NCAA football returning, I plan to expand to start covering college games as well. The show will still be called Ramblings with Madden, just, for brand identity, I guess. But yeah, we'll still be doing that. We'll do NFL, we'll do college and NFL the same week. It'll all be one of the same show and everything. Like I said, it'll still be called Ramblings with Madden. And, hopefully I'll be able to get both video games when they come out. Yeah, so, on the bright side, too, there's also the fact that this will enable more time for old-timey commercial breaks, which, let's face it, that's probably why most of y'all are watching, right? Anyway, so yeah, that's the big wrap-up there. And speaking of old-timey commercial breaks...
Aren't your kids?
America's kids. No toothpaste is doing more to help them fight cavities than Crest.
Aren't your kids?
For over a generation, Crest toothpaste have helped prevent more kids' cavities than all other toothpaste combined.
Aren't your kids?
So when it comes to fighting cavities, aren't your kids worth Crest?
Aren't your kids the best?
Hey, Dad, ever get a checkup like this?
Aren't your kids worth Crest?
Fresh ground cinnamon. It makes a delicious difference in my cinnamon rolls. I'm Mrs. Olson. The right ingredients are so important in good cooking. That's why Folgers is good cooking. It has that just right, delicious ingredient, mountain-grown coffee. The richest kind. Delicious. Now that's mountain-grown coffee. Folgers is good cooking.
Hey, Charlie, you don't look so good.
My head hurts from too much sun and fun, and my stomach's on the bump.
Have a Rolaids.
I'm beyond Rolaids.
How about a Tums?
Too late for Tums.
You want your mother?
I want big relief. I want my Alka-Seltzer.
Alka-Seltzer. There is no more effective combination of medicines to neutralize excess acid and speed relief to your aching head.
Alka-Seltzer, big relief.
It was noon when Claire's mom discovered shiny dishes without towel drying.
Beautiful shine.
I didn't even towel dry. What a joy.
But what about spots?
With Lemon Fresh Joy, dishes dry practically spot-free.
Fact is, other leading brands can dry leaving spots. Joy's unique anti-spotting formula lets dishes dry practically spot-free, down to the shine.
Gorgeous.
Without a towel.
Discover Lemon Fresh Joy for a beautiful shine without a towel.
Denver at Green Bay, Monday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific.
Okay, so I plan to start the movie TV series catch-up reviews next week, probably on either the 16th or 17th of February. We're going to be starting with the rest of Star Wars Ahsoka, then we're going to do Loki Season 2, after that it'll be the Marvels, and then all of Echo. And there might be a couple others in there as well. I'd like to get to Trolls Band Together, but I'm not entirely sure. I think that's supposed to be on Peacock soon, or if it is, if it left, I can't remember. Other than that, there might be, like I said, a couple other ones depending on availability. I'd like to get to the DC ones, but that's going to cost money because I have to get them through Amazon or Vudu or something. Even to rent them, it's going to be like $10 to $20. So anyway. The next major video is going to be the recap and review for TNA No Surrender. That's on the 23rd, so it'll probably be up on the 24th of February, the review. WWE Elimination Chamber is on the 24th, which means the review will probably be up on the 25th. And then it'll be the random trade review on Transformers UK, the storyline Prey. So, yeah, that'll be up kind of right after that, probably on the 27th or maybe the 28th of February. See you all next time. Hey guys, remember that you can support my work at patreon.com/sleepytimeforcat productions. Also, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, and ring that notification bell so that way you can be alerted to further videos.